Better hurry, spark it up with no worries. Harmonious gang with the big bro Yuriy. Hyphy, get lit just like me. Big bossed up, chop it up with Riley. You better come with it to kick rocks, cause you now tuned in to 10 Talks. Now let's get lifted and take a shot. You are now tuned in to 10 Talks.
Yo,
Hello.
what's up, guys? Oh, the music. What's up, everyone? We did it.
Welcome back.
We did a smooth intro. All right, yo, shout out to everyone that has joined us or that's watching live right now or in the future. Thank you guys for joining another episode of 10 Talks.
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. Happy episode 141 of 10 Talks. I have a little glass of water here. I just like little meanie stuff, so I have a little glass of water here and a big glass of Rockstar. So
Have a little Arizona throwback to my middle school days.
to
Cheers.
Arizona and water. Cheers, guys. To episode 141.
Bomb. Never gets old.
Drinking meanie water.
Hmm.
I know it never gets old. There's nothing better. Anyways.
I had no mini water.
Yo, guys, thank you for joining once again. Sorry. Another episode of 10 Talks. Wait, hold on. How long has it been since you've had a mini water?
47 days.
47 days.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy. Also, you know what's...
I'm proud of myself.
I'm proud of you too as well. You don't have to pat yourself on the back. I can do it. But I was going to say, we've also had... I would say we've had some sort of like a positive influence with our breaks. You know what I mean? With my 30-minute with my
30-minute break.
with my 30-minute break and your 40, and your 75 days or 80-day break. I've had a couple people DMing me telling me like they also partook in a sobriety challenge or like off alcohol. What's his name? I'm Not Human said he did 75 days. Uncle Deadly DM'd me. Shout out to Uncle Deadly. He DM'd me the other day saying like, yo, you guys inspired me. He's like, I did 75 days as well. So
Hey,
let's go.
let's
I'm
go.
sure there's probably other people as well who like said, fuck it. You know what I mean? Let's just take the random break,
Well, yeah,
It's good.
I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad we could all do it together because it's definitely not easy. I mean, for me, it's been pretty chill. Like, I really haven't felt like I've been left out like that.
Yeah.
So
It really like...
we went to the party. We went to Kev's party, and I didn't drink, and I still had a good time. So
We never really talked about that.
that
too
was
much.
my first party ever since I've been 21 that I didn't drink at.
Really?
I think.
Did we even talk about that at all?
I don't think so.
I don't know. It was like all influencers there, so I don't know like if it's like secret or something like that.
I don't think it was a secret.
We saw
I think it
Danny-
was a mix of people. I don't think it was all. You think it was all influencers?
Almost. I'm not
I
sure.
think there was a
I'm not
lot.
sure what the living situation's like because I know Kev lives there. I know Blake Roger lives there, and I've seen Kev's and Blake's videos, and they have like this crew of like guys and girls that they always collab with, and I saw all of them there. So I was thinking like, this has to be a. That's why I thought influencer party, and also Danny Duncan was there. He is much smaller in person than I thought.
Yes, he's very small.
I thought he was like my size, or larger. No, he is like Toke size, Podlord size.
Yeah,
I would say
yeah,
so.
I would say so too.
I was surprised by that. I was like, what the hell? I was like, he looks bigger on camera. Pause.
Yeah, I thought he would have been tall too. I thought it would have been like your height.
Me too. I was just like, I just assumed, but I was kind of shocked by that. Dang, we should have got papers. But anyways, how was our week? What did we do this? I'm asking ourselves like what our week was like.
Well, it
but-
was our anniversary.
Oh yes, guys, we are officially a couple who's been together for 4 years.
We are officially a couple who's been together for 4 years. Is crazy. We've been together for 4 years.
We're
Officially.
we've been together for 4 years officially. Yes. Did we not talk about this on the last week?
No, the
Are you-
last week was Super Bowl, and then it was our anniversary on Tuesday.
Yeah, I think it was like a Tuesday or something
Yeah,
like
I think
that.
it was Tuesday because I had work, and I worked on Valentine's Day the next day.
It's crazy. It's crazy to be like in a 4-year relationship. I never thought I'd be stuck in one of these. No, I'm joking. I'm kidding.
Same.
Really, dude? No, I remember like, when I was younger, I would hear homies like tell me like, oh yeah, I've been with my lady, or my girl with this long,
My
that long.
lady.
And sometimes, not sometimes, every time I heard years, every time I heard anything more than a year or two, I'd be like, damn, like that's a commitment. Like, what do? You know what I mean? Like, how do you just like commit to someone for that long? But here we are. That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I do hear. Well, what am I trying to say? Like in high school, I feel like there was like a lot of people who dated for a long time. Like
Yeah.
even out of high school, like 4 or 5, sometimes 7-year relationships.
Mm-hmm.
But I never thought I would be that person. Like I always thought that was unattainable, you know?
Oh my god. Did you want it?
Yes,
Like
I think
long-term
every girl
relationship?
wants that. I think every girl obviously wants to be in love,
Yeah.
and for a guy to want to be in love with her.
But dude, that's hard. Like I remember specifically when I was like in 7th grade. Also, I've told this story before of how like I wasn't really into girls, like not in some gay way. I mean, I just wasn't.
You just weren't thinking about
I
it
just
like
wasn't
that?
thinking about. I was just into video games. You know what I mean? Like until like maybe like in the middle of 9th grade, 10th grade, I started like going like, oh, she's pretty or whatever. But usually I was just like super into video games. But when I was like in 7th, 8th grade, this one girl like basically she didn't tell me directly, but like her friends like and like people around her like were telling me like, oh, this girl likes you, Yuri, like you should say what's up. And like I said, at the time I didn't really care, so I just like paid no mind, and I was like actually going out of my way to ignore her. and then I had a homie named Luis, and she ended up getting with my homie named Luis, and they stayed together all of middle school and all of high school and college.
I think you told me about
and they're
this.
still together to
Yeah.
this day. And I was like, damn, bro, like had I showed interest, I would have been locked up, dude, in a 20-year relationship.
Who knows? What if it didn't work out between you?
I don't know, but I just thought that was so insane. I was like, how do you, like, I don't know, like,
You think you'd have the same exact life as him? You would have been with her forever.
well, no, what I think about is like I've changed so much since I was a kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, how
exactly.
do
I
you-
couldn't imagine being
you-
with somebody that long.
You're really
At that age.
growing together. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and there's no like in a relationship you try to kind of like have, you know, try to show your partner your better side, you know what I mean? But when you've been together since 14, bro, they've seen you poop your pants, you know what I mean? Like they've seen everything at that point.
Yeah, I have a best friend that's like that too. Like her and her man have been together since they were juniors in high school, and now they have like 2 kids and stuff, married, but they've only been with each other, which is just like kind of like, I mean, it works for them obviously, but
Yeah.
to me it's like I'm glad that we were both able to experience life, you know, because then I feel like even like when you are committed to somebody, you probably think that since you've been with somebody like for like
Yeah.
such a young age, I'm sure like
I think it depends on the person. Like not
That's kinda crazy.
A relationship is not for everyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like because it's like I realized at a certain point, like after meeting certain people, after especially meeting like older people who are like 60, 70 years old and are single. You know what I mean? Like I've told this story before, but like my parents have helped out a lot of other Russian immigrants by letting them stay at our house. You know what I mean? So they can like find a job or some shit like that. And I've had like a bunch of random Russian immigrants stay at my house before, and like in my bedroom as I'm sleeping there too. But
oh shit.
fuck, what was I gonna say? What we were talking about? I got lost. I like
Being with somebody like the
oh yeah,
person.
and dude, and these people would be like no wife, no kids, no children, like 67 years old, still traveling, you know what I mean? Like, or just getting to America, like no kids, no nothing. I'm like thinking like, damn, bro, like that's a little sad, you know what I mean?
It
Not
is.
sad like in a negative way where I'm looking down upon them, but to me, I
a
would
little
be
lonely.
sad, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so that's why like when I look at that, I'm like, oh, that's a reality I would try to avoid. But some people, they're at 60, 70,
Yeah,
going,
they
like,
like it.
they're like, they don't care, and they're like, I don't want to fucking watch after grandkids, that's annoying as hell or something, you know? So it's up to the person.
Yeah. I don't know.
But I think
Yeah,
like,
I've always wanted that though. I've always wanted a family and to be in love.
me
Whole
too.
Story.
I've wanted, you know, when I was a kid I used to be a big romantic, and then I got my heart crushed numerous times, you know what I mean, like back to back of like being betrayed, lied to, all that stuff. And then I was like, I'm gonna play the same game that other people are playing, just be heartless, you know, and like not care type shit. But then I realized, I'm like, dude, like that was not for me. Like I don't like the thing of like not being able to be close with someone and like, you know what I mean, fucking
I'm
like,
the same way.
also just like intimately, you know, I'm not trying to have like sex with someone like worried like, oh no, like I gotta put a rubber on and put fucking plastic wrap between her pussy before I lick it. It's like
What?
Like you know what I mean? Like
Okay.
I would not want to worry about
I
all
don't
that
wanna
stuff.
hear
I like the comfort of like being in a relationship and knowing like, you know, there's not gonna be some like dust or some shit, like, I don't know, like some weird pre-dust on you, like from someone else. Like that's the shit that I'd want to be I want to be comfortable with my partner, you know what I mean? And fully be like, you know, into it and not be like, we gotta have sex through a blanket and a rubber, you know, like type shit.
Oh my God, babe. Anywho.
4 years.
4 years. No rubbers and blankets.
Unless we become Jewish, like Hasidic Jewish, but they might not really.
I don't
accept
think
this. I don't know.
They use those.
Well, I remember my sister's friend Jane.
I don't remember.
I think you've either met her or like I've.
No, I never met her.
But you know about her, right?
Yeah, you guys have talked about her.
Her parents were it's not Orthodox. It's Hasidic. They're like Jewish, like 100% all the way. And she told us, she like told my sisters and me when I was younger. She's like, my parents have sex through a blanket.
That is insane. Wait,
she told you never heard that?
No.
That's what she told us. She told us that like they follow.
And why does she know?
I don't know, dude, but she told us that like they have to do it through a blanket or something like that.
I'm so confused.
That's what she told us, and she lived in a household, so I'm not gonna fucking, you know, speculate.
Hey.
That's just what I heard. But regardless, no, yeah, being together for 4 years is trippy. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's flown by.
You know what's crazy
like
too?
So fast. It's really crazy. It kind of scares me because next year it'll be like 10 years since I've graduated from high school.
I've already gone past that point.
Which is crazy because I feel like 2012 wasn't that long ago.
Dude, I know. 2012 was my
that's what I'm saying. Because you just said you passed yours already.
I still remember, like I've told this before, but I still remember to this day when I lived with my parents. Like it was, I think I was out of high school or maybe I was still in high school. But anyways, I go check the mail one day and then I see this card that says from Hollywood High and it's to my sisters and it says 10-year anniversary. And I was like, damn, like it's been 10 years for my sisters already. And I'm just like, that's crazy. I can't imagine that. It's already been like over 10 years for me since high school.
That's what freaks me out.
Oh yeah, it's insane. But also, wait, hold on. Before we get further into the pod, number one, let's just address this. The message itself was a little dicey, you know what I mean? But shout out to Nicholas with a $50 donation before we even started the pod. I appreciate you so much for the support. I just wish, you know, it wasn't like negative. You know, it's not negative towards us. It's just like, bro, I don't even get into it, but regardless, thank you so much for the $50 donation. I appreciate you so much for that, man. And also, I want to give a huge shout out to all the members, guys, because we do have members on this channel right now. The members they currently just come with like custom emotes and shit like that, but we want to include some more stuff in the future. But huge shout out to all the current members: Monte 702, Nightlights Riff, The Real Rosa Parks, Powder, Jugman 710, Skater Late, Jimmy Smith, Willie Will, 210, Westside Loco, Thrift and Flip, Hella Crisp, Wasted Potential, Popo, and Ayazi. Thank you guys so much for being members of the channel.
Let's go, members. And
also, guys, I feel like I always like forget to shout this out and even like talk about it, but we still do have the t-shirts available. The Harmonious made the orange t-shirts on YuriStreams.com, just like YURIY streams.com, YuriStreams.com. You could purchase the black, orange, or white tees, and also we will be adding like, you know, more designs in the near future as well. And speaking of shirts, since I was gonna bring up that shirt, I was like, okay, we have to bring up this shirt as well, guys. We have officially done it, and we didn't do it by purpose, but on the last episode, it was episode 52 of Reconnected, so that's technically a year of episodes. You know what I mean? Like 52 weeks in a year. We didn't do this purposely, but people have been asking us to drop shirts, and there's all types of ways that like we could have like monetized the podcast way better, you know, by including sponsors and selling merch and all that stuff, and we've done none of that like this whole year. We've literally just been doing the podcast and like grinding, like building the core audience of like who really fucks with Reconnected, you know. So I feel like this is pretty I don't know what the word for it is, but like it makes sense that like after a year we drop our first tee. So we have the Rikishi Effect tee finally out. Blasie's had this design done for months. He just like
We just haven't dropped it, but it's officially out on the nothingpersonalshop.com website. If you guys can't find it, go to Blazzy's Instagram. He has a link, but it's on nothingpersonalshop.com. We have the Rikishi effect shirt.
Let's go.
And-
I fuck with the BBE flip.
And you can't see right now, but
I know. Why are you the ref?
Yeah,
Why aren't you a wrestler too?
I'm like the ref and shit. Like it's like it has like a bunch of alternations to it. It's sick. And also, like I was telling the stream the other day, just like the original disconnected shirt that we sold at the live show, I never got one of those shirts.
You did it, huh?
House Phone didn't get one of those shirts. Blazzy didn't get one of those shirts. I think Paul Lord's the only one of us who got one of those shirts. And this is another example of that, where like none of us have this shirt yet. So whoever purchased these shirts is going to get them before we even have the shirts ourselves. I might not even fucking get one again. Who knows?
Let's hope you do.
I'm gonna put my foot down and be like, dude, my face is on this shit. I need one at least, bro. I'm honestly probably gonna have to like buy a disconnected tee off someone
the website,
so I can not off the website,
the
like,
other one,
no, off like eBay or some shit, if someone is like reselling it, so I can have one of them to display, because there's none of them in existence anymore. Also,
and it's iconic because they spell your name wrong.
Oh yes, and they spell my name, or Blasi spelled my name wrong. I was gonna say also the Rikishi effect shirt, apparently some dude like went ham and ordered a bunch of them, so like I'm assuming, like, I don't know, dude, they're trying to like sell them out and like resell them or some shit like that, but some dude like bought a bunch of those shirts. Yo guys, should we just get into these random topics
Sure.
right now? This is a random ass topic because this actually happened on our anniversary.
It did.
Riley and I we went to dinner to like a Korean barbecue, or it was a Japanese barbecue spot for our anniversary, and we're like eating dinner, then boom, both of our phones go off, and it was an Amber Alert. And I swear Riley had made the joke of like, should we go look for them or something? I swear you said something along those lines.
I think I did. That's crazy.
Riley's like, should we go look
I'm
for
a
them?
psychic.
About this Amber Alert, because it tells you the car and all that stuff. But apparently these girls did what Riley thought to do. These girls went to go look for the car. So they got the Amber Alert. They went to go look for the car. They found it. They reported it, and they caught the guy.
Thank God. I was like, what are the odds?
Bro, that's crazy.
I know, that's so cool.
They're not even like some like vigilantes or anything. They're just some regular like random girls. They said they were just
That were just chilling together.
Yeah, they said they were just like hanging out together, got this alert, and they were like, we're not really up to anything. Let's just go drive around and see if we see this car, because they said it was not too far from their area, so they went over there.
That's like really helpful. Like, not a lot of people would think to do that, because they're gonna think it's just gonna be figured out. But also, I was saying to Yuri, like, why is like one kid special enough to get the Amber Alert? Because realistically, people go missing all the time, like,
or kids
every day, and it's just like, why does this one person get the Amber Alert? I don't know what the criteria is.
There's criterias for it, but usually every time you get an Amber Alert and the kid gets found, usually the case is like some sort of domestic dispute between parents, you know what I mean, or something like that, and the mom is telling the dad, don't take the kids, like, you're not allowed, and then the dad will go to school, and the kids are allowed to leave with the dad, so he's like, I'm taking the kids with me, and then she calls the cops, and boom, that's an Amber Alert,
Yeah,
so,
I was like, never really.
But Riley brought up a good point. I was like, we haven't got an Amber Alert in a while, but for sure, kids have been still disappearing. You know what I mean? They've still been getting like stolen and shit. But I think it depends on area. So I think we were in the right area to get the Amber Alert potentially.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's probably more precise or something like that. Doesn't alert the whole city.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. Maybe it does. But shout out to these girls. These girls caught a dude who stole a child. That's crazy, man. Imagine like your daughter comes home and she's like, Mom, I caught a pedophile. You're like, what? What the fuck?
Also, they probably have to have the license plate.
What do you mean?
Because they have like, that's what the alert was too, like the car and the license plate number.
So the blonde girl said that the Asian girl's like driving around, the blonde girl's like keeping an eye out, and she said that she saw 3 digits that like matched the license plate, and then she said like, yo, pull over, let's take a closer look, and they were like, oh my god, that is the actual real license plate, and that's why they call the cops and shit. But that's crazy. Yeah, Yeah, good thing everything worked out in the end.
Seriously,
If
that's
only-
so scary.
If only like I don't know, I feel like there has to be a better way to use like people to solve crimes. You know what I mean? Like I feel like the police really do be lacking on a lot of investigations, and there are like Reddit investigation pages where you can go on Reddit to invest, like where there's like literally 10,000 people trying to investigate one crime.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
And they find out more shit than the police that knows. But they come up with hella conspiracy theories that can get, you know, like out of pocket and shit and get
Yeah.
people into trouble that are completely innocent. So I don't know. It could be also dangerous as well.
I think sometimes they do go off of those, but it gets so like overwhelmingly crazy where like some of the theories are obviously not even close to what happened.
It's like the
But
traitors.
it's like the
times-
most popular. Like, yeah, exactly.
times 10,000. You have 10,000 people going, that's the traitor, that's the traitor, that's the murder. You don't know what the fuck is going on anymore. Guys, Riley hasn't seen this yet.
Oh my god.
This is insane. No one, I have to say this ahead of time, no one has passed away. People were put in, like, you know, they're critically injured after the situation, but I'm shocked, and I'm grateful, but also I'm shocked to hear that no one, like, died from this, because you can literally see a fireman. Okay, so basically what happened here, what I'm talking about, guys, is there was a truck. I think it was like a propane truck, or like a truck that had gasoline on it or something like that. That truck was on fire. These firemen are trying to put the fire out, right? And they're like, wait, hold on. I'll take the video off for a second. They're trying to put the fire out, and there's a couple of firemen that are super close to the fire, dude. They're like right next to it with the hose on it, and the shit explodes, and you can see one of the firemen get tossed like a block away. He goes
my
like
God.
30 feet in the air. He goes over a fence into a private business and like lands into like a business's backyard, and he survives it, dude. It's so crazy. Thank God he survives, bro. Like this is like some
It was like a semi truck, like filled with fuel.
yeah,
you think?
exactly. It was like a truck full of fuel. And
Those
then,
always scare the shit out of me.
so right here, like look where my mouse is. This is a fireman right here, and then this dot right here. This is a fireman right here too. So this is the dude. Like focus your eyes on this guy right here.
Oh my god,
Bro.
that's
He goes flying. So if you see this green fence right here, this is like a private business. He flies over the truck, over the fence, and into that backyard, and fucking survives that fall and shit and the explosion.
that is insane.
Firemen do have
A
like
lot of
80,
protective gear.
80 pounds of like gear. You know what I mean? Like,
And he just flew over that truck, luckily.
bro. So, but that gear, like, it protects you from fire and shit like that, not from falls. You know what I mean? Like, not from. Also, the pressure wave of just something. Like, he got launched from pressure. He didn't get hit. You know what I mean? Like, he got launched from like air pressure. That's, bro. That'll give you CTE or some shit. I don't know. That'll.
God, I hope he's recovers okay.
I know that'll
It's
jumble up
so
your
scary.
brain. Dude, on some other more local Los Angeles news, that's some like pretty depressing shit. But this is like a gnarly story. I saw this being posted. It was posted a day ago, and KTLA. I saw this from KTLA 5. They posted Compton pit bull breeder mauled to death by his own dogs. So this fool had 5 grown pit bulls and 8 pit bull puppies, and he was like a breeder, right? And apparently he was feeding his dogs, and you know, his dogs just started attacking him, and they killed him. They chomped his face up and like ripped his body apart. And his girlfriend stopped by the next day, like, to check up on him, like, oh, he's not picking up the phone, let me see what he's doing. And she discovered him, and I think that's her right here. That's her on top of the fence.
Oh my god.
So she's like on top of the fence. The fireman's like shaking the tarp to like distract the dogs, and she's like trying to escape and shit. But it's a crazy situation, bro. Imagine being a. It's kind of fucked up though, because I see so many stories of like pit bulls being aggressive, bad dogs, but then I see a lot of information of people saying they're not aggressive dogs. It depends on how you raise them. So
Yeah.
was he like raising them to fight or to sell? I don't know.
They looked super like buff and strong. Like they looked like huge.
But that's natural for them.
Yeah, no, they looked like big. I don't know. They looked kind of bigger than some pit bulls that I've seen. But it looked like their backyard, he just breeds them. Like, it doesn't look like they have, like, a lot of love, you know? Like, they just probably stay in the backyard
Yeah.
and wait to be sold.
Well, in the UK, when we were out there in London,
So I don't know if that makes them a little more aggressive, and maybe that
But
because
for sure.
there was puppies, so I don't know if
they're
they
protecting them.
felt threatened.
Well,
and
apparently there's footage of him dying. Like there's like a camera that caught it, and apparently it happened while he was feeding them. So maybe I'm thinking like
maybe they got
one dog, bites you, and then you react, and then another one bites you, and then it's just a chain reaction, like where they get into this like fight or flight mode of
Yeah.
you can't really change it anymore. But I was gonna say when we were in London, there was like a viral video came out of like an old man who was killed by two pit bulls in the street. Like they like literally mauled him to death
in London.
in London. And what's crazy about London is like they have the rules around no guns, no knives now, no zombie knives. They have like a bunch of rules around like no weapons for the citizens at all. And there's like 4 people standing around these 2 dogs mauling this guy, and no one can do anything. And I was reading the comment section, and the whole comment section was like, wow, really wish someone had a gun in this situation. Like, wow, a gun would have really helped and shit. But London made pit bulls illegal after that. So like now you can't own one there. And I'm wondering if like this is gonna affect how people look at pit bulls, because this looks crazy. Hold on. You know what's the craziest part about this story, guys? Is they have to conduct a murder investigation on these dogs. So there's 5 grown dogs and there's 8 puppies. If you watch this video by KTLA5, at the end of the video they say how now they have to test all the dogs' mouths, and whichever dog has blood in its mouth, they basically have to fucking kill that dog. And they're like, we're trying to figure out who the killer dog is here. I'm like, bro, it's a murder investigation for dogs.
I know.
And
But they also said that they're gonna like test all the dogs, like
for
to see
how aggressive they are and
Mhm.
shit.
And if they don't pass them, they're gonna be euthanized.
I was kind of thinking that when I saw this story, I was like, damn, 15 dogs, or what did they say? Like,
yeah, 15.
yeah, 15 dogs. I'm like, are they just gonna kill 15 dogs now? But no, they're going to conduct an investigation on the dogs to see which dogs are aggressive, which ones have blood in their mouth, and then they're going to euthanize those dogs. Free the dogs or not?
Oh my god, I don't even know.
Oh my. But
R.I.P. That's really fucking scary.
yeah, in one of the towards the end of this video, they interviewed some guy who's like, I guess, a local, and he said like, these dogs are no joke. He's like, you have to treat them with love and respect.
That's what I'm
You know
saying.
I mean?
Like I feel like they don't have that loving.
This dude, yeah, he was like, people think these dogs are like some joke and shit like that, but he's like, no, you have to like treat these dogs with like love and respect and shit, or else something like this can happen. Oh man, I don't know. That's scary. Sometimes Bean scares me. Like when he gets like hella aggressive.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I know.
I'm
He
like,
has a face where he's like, I know he's in mad mode.
yeah, I'm like, dude, it feels like he could rip off a chunk of my
Yeah,
skin.
he
if
will.
If he was really pissed, he'll go.
Mhm. I'm telling you, he bit me and I have like a big ass bruise.
Oh my god, yeah, the other how many days ago was this? I was like sleeping, Riley's getting ready for work, it's like 8-9 in the morning. I'm like, like halfway knocked out because I hear Riley like rustling around, and then I hear, Beans, what the fuck,
He pinched the fuck out of me.
for no reason.
It hurts so bad.
And you had a bruise on your arm too.
Yeah, it was huge. It was really bad.
The way it sounded to me, because I was like laying, it sounded like you were outside in the courtyard walking him, and I thought like, damn, I was like, that was loud as hell. Then I picked up my head and I realized you were in the bathroom in front of me.
No. So
What'd you do to Beans for him to attack you?
nothing. He just gets all crazy sometimes. Because you made him like that.
I
He
made
thinks
him like
it's
that?
Funny.
Okay, here's the thing: is like I don't want Beans to be a complete pussy. You know what I mean? Like
Oh
I want
my
to
God.
play with him a little bit. Where he defends you, does he not?
Yes.
That's thanks to me.
But I don't want him to be aggressive either.
No, yeah, I don't want to be
I
aggressive.
don't want
either.
him to attack us.
All right, guys. This is gonna be a mouthful right here. Pause. This is gonna be a long story, and Riley doesn't know anything about this, but this is a sad tale. This is a sad tale right here, guys. R.I.P. Alexei Navalny, guys.
I like that.
So basically, for anyone that doesn't know who Alexei is, during one of the last Russian presidential elections, okay, just to give you guys some pre-context, for anyone that doesn't know what Russian government's like, Russia has a quote-unquote democracy, but basically Russia used to be, it basically used to have a dictatorship back in the day, and then one day the dictatorship was like, hey guys, we're not going to be a dictatorship anymore. We're going to be a democracy. And the dictator made the first president. You know what I mean? So the dictator gave up all his power and gave it to the president. And then they've had a presidential election ever since. But even with Putin, he's been president for like 20 years.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
So it's still a dictatorship.
It's all like, yeah, it's all still kind of like fucked up.
They're
It's not,
just-
it's not really a democracy.
It's not.
What was I gonna say is, oh yeah, Putin, like, he at one point he wasn't president, but the person who he appointed to be president was his like right hand man. You know what I mean? So it's like almost as if he was still president the whole time.
Yeah.
But regardless, Alexei, he's always been like a political activist in Russia, and he's been like talking about how Russia's corrupt and trying to expose certain politicians, and Putin included. And I think Alexei is responsible for the famous documentary that came out about Putin that exposed his lavish lifestyle. Apparently Putin, you know, most of Russia lives in poverty. Putin has a mega mansion that has 300 employees that are working there at all times, with a helicopter landing pad and multiple tennis courts, and like he's living like a fucking mafia boss while most of Russia's poor and shit. It's like insane. And he kind of exposes that. He exposes like the lavish lifestyle that these politicians and like the president lives. And also he ran for the presidency a while ago, and people were saying he was on track to winning. A lot of the, you know, Russian people were like, or younger Russian people were, they saw that this is actually like a real, you know, dude, like he's not like some crazy corrupt politician shit. Anyways, he was on track to winning, and then all of a sudden the Russian government hits him with charges. I forgot what the charges were, but obviously, you know what I mean, he's opposing the president, he's about to win the election, and then they throw him in jail. And they say, oh, because you were thrown in jail for these charges, you're no longer able to run for presidency, right? And then after he got his presidency, like, basically kind of taken away, he's always remained like a strong political activist, calling out all the bullshit. At one point, a couple years ago, he took a trip to Germany, I think, and then along the trip to Germany, he got super sick, like he damn near died. And then in the hospital, they did a couple blood tests, and they revealed that he was poisoned. And the poison that he was poisoned with is like some old school World War II shit. Like, this is like some, you know, like some spy poison. Like, no one uses this. This is like only like some secret government agent type shit. You know what I mean? So they're saying like, okay, the Russian government tried to have this whole poison, and he survived it, right? And he survived it in Germany, or wherever he was traveling to. And everyone was telling him like, don't go back to Russia. Don't go back to Russia. But he's like for the Russian people. You know what I mean? Like, that's his whole thing, is like he wants the Russian people to have a better life. So his whole thing is like, how can I fight for the Russian people while hiding here in Germany? You know what I mean? So he's like, all right, like I survived this poisoning. He's like, I'm gonna go back to Russia and continue being like a political activist. And he went back to Russia, and they arrested him again, and they gave him like other charges. They came up with some more bullshit charges, and they gave him 30 years in jail. So basically, he's gonna be locked up for the rest of his life. And that's what he was serving. So like ever since that whole situation unfolded, he's been serving his 30-year sentence, and it came out, I think, like 4 or 5 days ago. He died in jail. So you can only assume how he died. You know
So
what I
this recently happened.
This just happened.
He just got poisoned and shit.
mean? Well, the poisoning happened like a year or two ago.
Okay.
But pretty recently, yeah. But he just passed away like a couple days ago, and it's super fucked up. Number one, because he was like a huge sign of hope for the Russian people, because
Yeah.
they're like someone that's influential, that sees the bullshit, that actually cares about the Russian people. Because especially nowadays, guys, the image on Russian people is like the same thing it was during the Red Scare, which is like people think of Russian people, they're like Putin, you know what I mean, spies, infiltrating our elections, blah blah. Like people just think of Russian people, think sketchiness type shit, you know. So he was like actually rooting for the Russian people, trying to change the way things were. And he was killed and murdered by the Russian government.
That is crazy.
And even Biden came out and did a statement when he passed away a couple hours later. Biden did a statement where he said he's like Putin did this. He's like, I don't care what people say. He's like, this is known. Putin killed Alexei Navalny. And what's even like more condemnable, not condemnable, like what's the word for it is, but like what you can appreciate Alexei even more for is, while he was in jail serving this 30-year sentence, most people would be like, all right, you know what I mean? Like, Putin's not so bad. Like, please let me out of jail. While he was in jail, he was still saying Putin's corrupt, Russia's corrupt. And he was like to the end, you know what I mean? Like, he was fighting for what he thought was right, even though it got him poisoned, even though it got him thrown in jail. And he probably knew he was going to go and get thrown in jail for some bullshit reasons, you know? And he probably knew he was going to get killed on top of it, but he like stood by his convictions, you know what I mean? So R.I.P. Alexei Navalny. It's super sad.
R.I.P.
He had like
Kind of like the Hunger Games.
he had a wife as well. I'm not sure what's gonna happen with his wife. I'm sure they're gonna try to ruin her life as well. But
That's so sad.
I think he might have kids. I'm not sure, but for sure he had a wife, and his wife was standing by him the whole time, and she was like hella supportive of him and shit like that. But that was the positive side of Russians. Time for the negative. This is the negative side of Russians. Babe,
This mugshot just makes me uncomfortable every time I see it.
what do you think about this?
Scares me.
So streamer Vitaly facing backlash after saying his next prank will be picking up Mexican day laborers from Home Depot and taking them to ICE.
Bruh.
Wait, hold on. Wait, one second. Let me unmute this so you guys can hear this as well. All right, there we go. I'm gonna replay from the beginning.
And we're gonna take him to the immigration center. I'm sorry, bro. I'm taking over the fucking platform. Tomorrow we're renting a truck, and we're going to Home Depot to pick up Mexicans. Pretend I need to work on my house, and we're gonna take him to the immigration center.
That's just so
I'm sorry, bro. I'm taking.
That's fucked up.
A lot of people who's like speak Spanish like are like sometimes don't feel comfortable like communicating
Yeah.
and I don't know, that's just like they get fucking scared, like that's like an easy scare for them, like
And also, it's
that's
like
just wrong.
out of all the immigrants, you know what I mean? Like not just like
It's not even funny to
Mexican
joke
immigrants
about.
or Hispanic immigrants, but out of all the immigrants you see in front of Home Depot, because I know Russian people and like Armenian people who have done that same method of like standing in front of Home Depot trying to find work.
Yeah.
The people standing there are actually trying to find a job and pay for, help pay for their family's food, whereas there are other immigrants that are like doing bad things or
Yeah.
illegal activities, and maybe you could say like it's not too
Also,
fucked.
they're not just sitting on a corner. Like,
But that's like the most innocent immigrant group to fuck with
They're
for
just
no
hard
reason.
workers.
Okay, I brought this up on stream though the other day. Is Ari Shafir? He's become way more controversial the more years pass by. But Ari Shafir, he had this show. I think I showed you a long time ago called The Amazing Racist, where he had a bunch of skits for every race of like being incredibly racist to every single race. That shit was pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, but it was satire. It wasn't actually people dealing with like racism. You know what I mean? It was like
Yeah.
actors, scripted scenes, and all that stuff. And he did that exact same prank where he picked up, Mexican people from Home Depot and took them to ICE. But it was all scripted. You know what I mean? Like it was all like just satire. And it was kind of like in a way to comment on racism in America. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To show like, oh, whatever it is. But that to do it seriously on stream, that's crazy.
so stupid.
And people were saying that
Dude, I think he's just trolling.
people are saying that this is him just like desperately trying to get this kick deal. And this is what I was saying, like,
This
bro.
should not be a kick deal. This is not should be what seals the deal on that.
Well, Kick probably doesn't want to mess with them
Fuck no.
over the punching a girl in the face situation, and then
All the
this
other
makes
shit.
it worse. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, okay, they could say being a content creator kind of revolves around like controversy sometimes, like being controversial, having a controversial take, but that's too far. That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's like a little much. Last IG topic we have here is, wait, hold on, let me show you guys, is Florida House passes bill to ban social media for children under the age of 16 years.
Which is so stupid because all the kids are just gonna lie about their age.
Yeah.
Which is what I used to do.
My mom helped me make my MySpace, and when I was making my MySpace with my mom, because I sucked at computers and shit.
Really? Your
yeah,
mom helped you?
My mom helped me make my MySpace.
No way. I did
Because
myself.
I was intellectual, like I was technologically retarded. Like I did not know
That's
anything.
surprising.
And as we were doing it, my mom was like, you're not old enough. And I was like, just put some random age. You know what I mean? Like whatever it is. My mom helped me set up a fake age for my MySpace. So it's like,
I remember too. I was like, Dad, can I just fake my age so I can have a MySpace?
you
He's like, I don't
asked?
care. Yeah. But then I told you I used to get freaked out because there used to be so many stories about girls getting kidnapped off MySpace. And I used to have nightmares every night that I was getting kidnapped.
Oh
and it
my
was
God.
so scary. I was like, I have to delete it.
Oh,
That was so
really?
dramatic.
No, dude, like at the time my mom had like, pretty good English, but not that great. It's like completely, immigrant parents. And
the MySpace situation, like the buying Grand Theft Auto games. Like I remember when my mom bought me Grand Theft Auto Vice City or whatever it is, and I took her to GameStop with me, and I asked her to buy the game, and they're saying like, oh, you need to show ID. Like, are you sure you want to buy this for this kid? My mom's like, yeah. And then as we're leaving, my mom's asking me in Russian. She's like, why is there an age limit for this video game? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, it's weird in America.
It's silly out here. They're strict.
And then she just like doesn't even question it, you know?
She's like, oh my gosh. See, that's fire.
But also at the time, my mom put me onto Nu Pagadi, and Nu Pagadi is this Russian cartoon that has this wolf and this rabbit, right? And it's kind of like Tom and Jerry, but the Russian version. And the wolf is like smoking cigarettes, he's drinking every episode. He's like sparking up a cig and he's drinking. You know what I mean? Like, so
they gotta play for the adults.
It's kind of like in the Russian mentality, like they still, didn't really. I still don't think it's a big deal, dude. I'm not sure. Maybe it does. It maybe for sure it does probably influence kids, but like I don't know, man. It feels like, especially like, dude, growing up in the big city, there's no controlling it. Your kid's gonna walk around and see some dude with some slicked back hair, a comb, a leather jacket, smoking a cig with his foot against the brick wall, going like, "What's up, champ?" And he's gonna be like, "Whoa, I want a cigarette and a leather jacket too." You know what I mean? Like, there's no like keeping them not exposed from it.
I feel like I never really wanted to do that though.
Smoke a cigarette?
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's the thing. I didn't realize this. I used to always think that I was so strong-minded. I used to think like, oh, I just always knew not to smoke cigarettes. But my parents didn't smoke cigarettes. When I got when I got older, when I was like, 17, 18 years old, and me and my homies be like getting drunk, talking about our family and shit, I realized every single one of my homies who smoked cigarettes, their mom or their dad or both their parents smoked cigarettes. Like, and every single one of my homies who didn't smoke cigarettes, their parents didn't smoke cigarettes. You know what I mean? So I was like,
That's so funny.
I was like, okay, I'm not so strong-minded. I'm just like a product of my environment. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just like I just didn't have that influence. You know what I mean? But my sisters are big cigarette smokers.
My grandma is a big cigarette smoker. But
It
my
didn't-
mom none of her daughters.
Hmm.
Actually, one of my aunts, I think, smoked cigarettes, but yeah, I just never had the desire. But we also grew up in the era where we had those commercials where it was like anti-cigarettes, where they grew up when it was like promoted as cool and
Yeah, that's true.
cute,
I guess. Yeah, in elementary school, I remember like it was all like nothing but crazy cancer shit like that, all that stuff. But to get back to the topic, I was gonna say about this though is I agree. I don't think it's gonna work, but I agree with the incentive where I feel like the only argument against this is like for someone like an Addison Rae or Bryce Hall who like blew up as a child and were able to become a successful person later on in life. It's like you're gonna be limiting people like that. But
Yeah.
can we not agree that most of child stars or most of kids who become poppin' at young ages end up
Yeah,
getting
it's not
into the
really-
wrong crowd or something ends up bad happening? And I feel like we can all agree that a kid who grows up actually being a kid and not worrying about like the rat race, you know what I mean? Because like social media can easily turn into the rat race. Boom, like you become a social media creator, now it's a job, good luck, you know what I mean? Like now you have to worry about that, now you have to get a manager, now you have to do this. It's like you're just adding all this stress to your life where you should just be a kid, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and that's like I remember also back in the day, like the old No Jumper store days, like there was like a couple child rappers where their parents would be bringing them, and it's like this like 7-year-old kid wearing a diamond chain and holding like a double cup full of Snapple, and you just like, what's up guys, like blah blah, and you're just, and the comment section would always say like, bro, let the kid be a kid.
Yeah.
Like why is this kid pretending to be an adult now he's gonna miss his whole childhood of like being a kid is like a unique cool experience that you really only get once in your life, that it is like a golden moment where you should like cherish it, try to preserve that shit, you know what I mean? Not preserve it, but like let people have it,
Yeah, you should be young. Everybody needs a little childhood,
So I kind of
the youth.
I kind of agree with that. Is like I feel like if you are able to take social media away from kids, like it brings you back to just being 13, 14 years old, sitting at the park with the Coca-Cola, just like staring at some ants, you know what I mean? You're just like, damn, crazy.
Figure it out.
You're just like, wow. Like I feel like that's way better than on TikTok fucking scrolling, like depleting your dopamine, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're gonna learn something from those damn ants.
No, 100%. You gotta take your kids out, talk to your kids too, is huge.
Yeah,
100%. That's hard.
That's something, yeah, my sister always did. Like, we were always out and about just doing different things. We were, like, Adrian never really, like, was, like, super on her TV and shit. But, like, she, like, loved her TV time, you know?
Yeah.
But because she was always out and about doing shit.
I hated it when I was a kid, dude, because I remember, like, when the weekend came around, my parents, like, I had super strict rules where school nights, I could not go out to skate. You know what I mean? Like, come Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I was on Friday, like, I come home from school, I can have, like, I think 2-3 hours to skate outside until 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. or something like that. And then the weekends was my only time where I had, like, a full 6, 7, 8 hours to skate outside. And most of the time, my dad would be like, we're going to a lake, we're going fishing, we're going doing this, we're doing that. And I'd be like, bro, like, my skate time, my homies, like, I want to do all that shit. But realistically, looking back on it, my homies are out there stealing bottles, smoking weed, you know what I mean, doing all this shit. And it's like, I probably could have, like, fell into, you know, doing more of that stuff as well. But realistically, I was really concerned about skateboarding. I was just, like, trying to get better at skateboarding. And I think my parents didn't understand that. I was like, had they, like, invested more into, like, giving me more time to skate, I feel like I could have progressed way more. Because that was, like, my main focus for, like, the longest time, was just trying to get as good as possible at skateboarding while dealing with my parents not fucking with it. Because all my homies, because they looked at my friends, they would drop me off at the park, and my homies would be holding 40s in a blunt going, Yuriy, yo. And they're like, oh, these are your friends? I'm like, yeah. I guess.
I remember when Roman tried to skate, my dad was like, you're a poser. Like,
oh, he said that?
Yes. I was like, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God.
You're always going to be a poser in the beginning, but it's like you're going to have to learn.
Let him live.
Bro, that's rude. What the hell?
That's dads for you, right?
Yeah. Well, you see what my dad would tell me is, like, my dad would be like, you know, this is stupid, there's no future in this, or whatever it is. And my dad would tell me, like, oh, you want to skate? He's like, go outside. He's like, we have a little cement section. He's like, go outside and skate there. I'm like, bruh. I'm like, you just want me to, like, stationary skate all day? And then, like, and he'd be like, yeah, you're like, that's all you can do. So for a while, that was my only option before he let me go to the park. So I was doing that for a while, and it was just me stationary skating, trying to do kickflips and shit. And sometimes my dad would come out and look at me, and he's like, Yuri, look at you. He's like, you're just out here fucking dangling your balls all day. Like, that's what he said.
Oh my God.
Because he said, like, me, like, look, like, he said the image of me looking at a kickflip, he's like, you're just standing there, like, dangling your balls out here for hours. He's like, you got nothing better to do type shit.
God, why are dads so hard?
In Russian, it kind of doesn't sound as, like...
I bet you it sounds crazier in Russian.
Like, in Russian, he'd be like, зачем яйца трясешь? Like, it just means, like, why are you shaking your eggs? Like, all...
Why are you shaking your eggs? Oh my God, that's crazy.
Yeah, he really did not understand it. But one thing I kind of do appreciate my dad calling me out for is, at one point through skateboarding, I was really into, like, at that time, who was it? It was like Jim Greco, Shane Cross kind of had this style as well, but who else? Ollie Bilala. They had this, like, kind of like punk style where they wore super tight fitted clothes, you know, and like skinny jeans and shit. So I started, like, buying skinny jeans, and, like, actually I started stealing skinny jeans from Ross. So, like, I would get these skinny ass jeans, like super tight fitted jeans, like some emo shit. And usually my dad would, like, be going to work before I went to school, but, like, there was, like, a couple days out of the month where I would go to school first, and then he would go to work later. And then a couple of those days he would see me leaving for school, like, in my tight ass jeans. My dad would be like, what are you, gay now? Like, what is this? And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm like, bro, it's a style. Like, you don't understand this. Now looking back on it, I'm like,
it was the jerking era.
I'm glad there's no photos of me in those skinny jeans. Those shits are long gone.
The colored skinny jeans.
Maybe somewhere, like, someone has an image of me, like a photo of me in those skinny jeans. But I had, like, a whole year phase where I wore hella skinny jeans. Even my homies were calling me out. They're like, Yuri, that's, like, a little extreme, dude.
Oh my God, they were hella tight.
They're super tight.
Oh my God, babe. No.
They're like
jeggings.
Like wearing your, like, sister's jeans type shit, like, vibe.
Oh. No.
They were super tight and small. Are you down to pour me another glass of water while I grab these packages, guys? Huge shout out to the 2 people who sent us something to the PO box.
Can I pee first?
Oh yes, we appreciate you guys so much, man. Like always, we have the PO box address in the description. I need to actually contact two people because wait, what? Oh, it's right under me. Okay. Oh shit. I need to contact two people because shout out to Feral Streetwear or Quoted LA. I hit him up about this shirt idea where I said all my homies got big cocks, and then he's like, that'll be funny shorts. So he said he made shorts and sent them to me like a while ago, but I'm scared that he might have sent them to the old PO box address, or someone else who also like maybe a month ago already told me like, check your PO box, Yuri, there's something in there for you. I'm scared that a couple people have sent the shit to the wrong PO box, guys. So reminder to everyone, guys, we have a second not a second PO box, but like we have a new PO box address. We already changed it a while ago, but I feel like some people might still be using the old PO box address, guys. It's in the description right now. It's the Burbank one. It's PO box 11535 Burbank, California 91510, dude. Apologies to anyone who has potentially said something to the other one. And I think I do have something set up where if you send something to the old PO box, it should immediately transfer to the new one. But I'm not sure if it's working or not because I just remembered the other day. I was like, wait a minute. These people told me to check the PO box a while ago, and nothing's still been there. So I don't know what happened with that. But either way, let's get into these PO box openings right here. I kind of have to use the bathroom as well, so I might want to go run to the bathroom while Riley's here. Babe, now I kind of want to use the bathroom really quick. Wait, hold on. I had something in my notes as well. Where's my phone at? It's right over here. I had a couple things in my notes.
Just go pee really quick.
The 4-year anniversary.
I'm gonna talk to the chat because you do that.
You're gonna talk to the chat? Okay. Riley's gonna talk to the chat. I'll be back in 1 second. BRB, guys.
What's up, y'all? Sorry, I can't see the screen. I have to squint.
Scoot closer.
I'm not pregnant. What the fuck? Why are you saying that? Okay, there we go. Pour that. Oh, here we go. I literally just smoked. How could I be pregnant? What's up, Kayla? Why do you hide your chin from the mic? This is just how I have to like speak into the mic. This is just how it is. Okay, it's poured.
Did you say anything?
Yeah, I did.
All right, yo, this is
Stop checking.
This is a random topic. I didn't have a chance to bring up the footage, guys, but whoever knows about John Hicks is he's a BMXer. He used to be like around No Jumper a long time ago, and even Phil told me that a long time ago during the downtown No Jumper days, he remembers John Hicks coming through like as a 15, 16-year-old, like just trying to get into biking and or BMXing and vlogging, shit like that. But he's blown up on YouTube a long time ago doing his he would do biking through the hood videos where he would get on his BMX and go through like Compton doing like fucking bar spins through like alleyways and shit like that, and he would run into crazy situations. But now he's doing electric bike videos where he gets like these electric bikes like Surons and shit, and he goes through quote unquote the hood like in Long Beach and other places. But I was doing an IRL stream not too long ago in downtown LA, and I saw the Kobe Bryant statue unveiling situation, and I told a pretty bad joke at that moment. I already admit that. But before that happened,
A very bad joke.
some dude was just like, yo, Kobe, blah blah blah, whatever, and I was trying to like instigate a reaction out of him. So I was like, yo, Shaq carried Kobe his whole career though. And I was like, what about the hotel situation? And then he's like, what the fuck? Like, he's like, fuck you. He's like, I'm from LA or Texas or something like that. He's like, go back to Italy. And I was like, I'm not from Italy, I'm from Russia. And then some other dude jumped in and was like, he's like, oh, you guys are from Italy and Russia? He's like, I'm from Sinaloa, blah, blah, blah. And he like threw up some gang signs and like turned away, walked away. And I have it all on stream, right? Someone DM'd me, they're like, yo, Yuri, you were in John Hicks video when he went to downtown LA, and he sent me the timestamp. I watched it, and John Hicks was literally there.
Sure enough, you hear him screaming in the background.
He was literally there during this situation. He was right there on the. I didn't even
You
notice
just
him.
hear Yuri so clear.
You could hear me screaming in the back, and John Hicks's reaction was, "Huh." And he just like immediately
He's like, I'm out.
turns away and like just goes as far away from the location as possible. He like turns around, hears it, goes, and then just like fucking leaves. Yeah, it's pretty funny. But shout out to John Hicks. He has funny videos. All right, while Riley's opening this up, say who this is from and stuff. I'm gonna drink this little glass of water.
This is from Popo.
Is it?
It's from AP.
Say the address so we know exactly.
From AP.
AP? It's a watch?
I don't know.
Dude, if someone sent me an AP, I'm getting a harmonious.
Feels like a 10.
I'm getting harmonious lover tattooed on my forehead.
My wrist. Oh, what? Don't say that.
Harmonious lover. Riley's trying to open up the package right now for any audio listeners. She got it. What is this? This says AVD seed twist. What?
Okay.
Oh wait, no. This is a vaporizer thing. Oh, I know what this is. This is from Popo.
This is crazy. Look
Yo,
at these.
what is this? A pencil holder? What the fuck? What?
Batteries.
Oh my god, dude. Yo,
Those
shout
are
out,
so
bro.
fire.
Shout to fucking Popo, dude. What the hell? The AVDC twist. Hold on. There's a note in here, so let's open up the note first. Dang. My fingers are too stubby, bro. Okay, so and for anyone that doesn't know, Popo is the 3D god, bro. He is a graphic designer. He's also a 3D printer, apparently. And these right here are like cartridges, like not cartridges, I'm sorry, like batteries, like battery packs that you can charge, and you could screw on like a THC or a tobacco cartridge to it. But he has 3D printed like a mold around it that says harmonious, dude.
It's your sticker logo.
from my stickers. This is insane, dude.
I love it.
This looks hella cool. I'm not sure what this is. It kind of looks like maybe it could be a necklace or a pencil sharpener or something like that, but this also says harmonious in black and green. Let's read the note right here.
That's
Dude,
so cool.
that looks hella sick. Where's this start from? Okay, so it says the punch battery works well with the preheat mode, double click, but the black battery and seed hits a little smoother, especially on the L mode. www harmonious gang. Shout out to fucking Popo. I appreciate you so much, man. So the AVDC twist. Oh, there's a note right here. Oh, yo, this one's 3D printed too. What the fuck?
That's so
This
crazy.
says, I'm going to print these in full color soon. We'll send lots for giveaways. Bro, shout out to Popo.
I like that
apparently
one.
he said he's going to provide something to do a giveaway. And bro, Popo,
The
dude,
black on black is fire.
We gotta talk about that and like get that in the works. That'd be hella sick. Okay, dude, guys, I know you guys can barely see right now on camera. I'm going to post a closer image of all this on Instagram so you guys can really see. But this is the battery pack with this same logo on it, but it like super smaller all over it, bro. This looks insane.
That is so cool.
What the fuck? That looks crazy. I'm scared to. Does this like come off? Like I'm scared to take this out, dude. Well, it does come out, bro. How do you do that? Also, huge shout to Popo, guys. I got the new streaming camera and I hit a Popo about like I was like, oh, you know, because you 3D print, like, would you be able to help me like 3D print a case for this camera that I have? And when I asked him to 3D print it, I talked about this on stream. I didn't realize how complicated it was, the thing that I was asking for, because like even this, like he 3D printed it where it fits around this perfectly. You need to have those measurements. It's not just like you put it in the image and it fits it perfectly. No, you need to like put in the program 3.625 centimeters, all that stuff. So like I didn't realize exactly how much work and effort it was to like 3D print a whole camera case. And then I talked about on stream where I think I might have asked for too much. Like he is a 3D god, but I didn't realize what I was asking for. What I was asking for basically is for him to engineer a product. You know what I mean? That's basically engineering. That's looking at a product and designing something that works with it ergonomically or whatever it is, like, and it works well. All like, that's a whole bunch of thinking and time and all that stuff. And I realized, I'm like, oh, I've asked for too much, I believe, because I didn't know how complicated it was. I'm just stupid. But he made the case. I showed Riley.
I know.
He sent me an image. He made the fucking case, and he told me he's gonna ship it out soon. So that's gonna be insane. Shout out to Popo, the 3D god. He's in the chat. He's the member in the chat. His name in the chat is I just can't say it correctly. It's PAOLPE. PEOXV. It's like Polpoxv. Polpox, right? How would you say it? Popo. I just call him Popo, but W fucking Popo, I appreciate you so much, man. And he said he'd be down to potentially make some for a giveaway so that some people in the chat could potentially get one of these as well. Bro, this would be insane. Honestly, if this was Popo, we should talk about making this a product on the site. You know what I mean? Like,
fire. Depending
on how much it costs you for labor and material and all that stuff, like, this could be something we could add to the site that people could purchase as well. That would be super cool.
I love it.
Damn, 3D printing is insane. Like, it's
I know.
It's colored. Did he paint it by hand, or did it 3D print in color? I don't know.
I think it's 3D printed in color.
Does this not look like a pencil holder? Like, you could put a pencil in there,
Yeah.
right? And then write in it,
Maybe it's for your spliffs.
or write with it. Put a spliff in there. Oh my god, that'd be insane. Yo, thank you so much, Popo. I appreciate you, man. Okay, let's open up the second package here. Shit, sorry. This is from
Shop Revive.
Shop Revive. Hold on. Hopefully there's a note in here. This is what I was talking about. Let's go. Okay, it didn't get lost. It didn't get lost. I know who this is from. There's no letter, but it's fine. We don't need a letter. I know exactly who this is from. This is from Quoted LA. So Riley wasn't there, but I was, lit on stream at night, and I was talking. I forgot where the joke came from exactly, but we were talking about how it's like a cool flex to say all my homies have big cocks. You know what I mean? Like all my homies got big
That's
cocks.
such a flex.
I don't know where there's like an origin joke to this. There's a reason why we started talking about this. But we're like, all my homies got big cocks, and I was like, that would be a funny shirt to have, like a shirt that says all my homies have big cocks. So on stream, I sent Quoted LA a voice message, drunk as fuck, going like, yo, dude, you should make a t-shirt that says all my homies have big cocks. And then he replied with the shorts. I'm not sure if these are the shorts, but he replied with the shorts made, and he's like, I think this would make a better idea on the shorts.
Oh, they're sweat. Oh, yep.
What does it say?
All my homies got monster cocks.
There you go. All my homies got monster cocks. We got the shorts. Let's fucking go, dude. This chat, guys, shout out to Quoted LA. Shout out to James. Shout out to Feral Streetwear. This right here is the new Awful Lot of Cough Syrup. If you see this right now, this is the beginning of the rest of our lives. This phrase right here,
this is some Danny Duncan
is gonna
shit.
get us a Ferrari. I'm telling you, this is gonna sell like hotcakes.
Hell no. Somebody said.
What do you mean hell no? This, bro, you know how many people would wear these shorts?
You and Toke.
What do you mean me and Toke? No, Toke can't wear these. Bro, this is fire as hell. Shout out to Quoted LA. Okay, we have, wait here, open up this one. Those were the shorts. Those are like kind of like sweat shorts.
MVP.
Dude.
What is this?
Shout out to guys. The Instagram is quoted. Hold on. It's just quoted.la. Quoted.la on Instagram. That one says type shit. Let's go. Isn't that some Bay Area stuff? Wait, hold it up higher, like flat, so they could see.
I wouldn't say so.
Type shit. All right, what does this one say? All my homies got monster cocks. So this is the original idea. The shorts make way
better sense.
Way more sense. I agree. All my homies got monster cocks, dude. That's so funny, man. Okay, open up.
Oh, there's more.
Yeah, there's more, bro. Shout out to Quote LA. I appreciate them so much, man. I appreciate James so much. Thank you, dude. Awful lot of GPS shit.
Okay, babe, what does this one say?
I'm not drunk.
Dude, he comes up with funny ass shit. Wait, hold, is this a crop top? No, but I feel like this one would fit you better than me. It says, I'm not drunk, but it's all like discombobulated.
Hashtag critter season.
What? No. Let's go. Yo, shout out to fucking quote, bro, chat. If you guys can, man. If you guys can, bro. If you guys are down, go on Instagram, go to quoted.la and show some love to fucking to James. But I don't think this was specifically made for me. It says critter.net on it. So maybe it's made for her, or maybe it just might be a reference because he knows that I fuck with her.
Yeah, I think it might be a reference.
But yo, we have a fucking tee that says critter season.
Critter season.
I think it's a CritterNet thing. Regardless, bro, W fucking James, go show some love to quoted.la. Thank you so much.
You too.
Let's go. It's critter season. That's what he says. Bro, yo, I appreciate you guys so much, man. The 3D printed thing is literally
I know. I really
hella
like
crazy.
the black on black one. It's
How do you
giving fulcrum merch.
like you have to put in measurements for everything, bro, like how high the letters are and all that stuff. Like my brain would not be able to compute.
I feel like you could do it. You'd be able to do
3D
it.
prints? No. It's an investment.
You're smart.
You gotta like you gotta experiment with like filaments and like I
I don't
watched
know shit, but I feel like if you had if you were invested into it, you would be able to do it.
Thanks, babe.
You'd be good at it.
Also, guys, I think we might call it quits on the green screen for 10 Talks.
Thought you were gonna say I think we might call it quits on 10 Talks.
That's what you say.
Really?
I don't know, guys. It's like so basically I redesigned like the back of the room. I put another shelf in here so we can display more stuff, right? And I've been doing streams this past week without the green screen, and a lot of people have been commentating saying like, wow, it looks so crispy, it looks so crisp. And I'm like reminding people saying like, it's because the green screen's not there. As soon as you add a green screen, it takes a really high quality image to much lower. You know what I mean? So my camera here is like a 1080p camera. If we were filming in 4K potentially and then using the green screen, it might like dilute down to 1080p. But so far, it takes us down to like 720 type shit. You know what I mean? Realistically, so we would get a crisper image without the green screen, number one. And number two is we are building up the background now. You know what I mean? I told Riley like I want to make it like frenemies. Like kind of like I have my side right here where I have like signs and shit that I fuck with and I build up my side, and then you have your side. You can have like unicorns, ponies, pink stuff, all that stuff. It's just like I don't know, shit that you would actually like, you know, like and enjoy. And also, guys, this also kind of goes into being able to display a lot of the stuff that we have gone from the PO boxes, because like the spray, you know, the custom spray cans, like, and other things, like a lot of the stuff that you guys have sent us goes on the display shelves, and no one gets to see it unless they're like a friend who comes through and they're like, oh wow, this is so cool, you know. But I feel like it'll be sick to actually display it, and then people can actually see their shit in the back of the stream, you know.
Yeah,
So,
I like how it looks too.
I think we might steer away from the green
We
screen.
could get posters too and like fill up the blank wall.
No, exactly. Like, dude, I forgot his name.
Should have got that poster. The Zelda one.
Oh, no, I'm not gonna put a Zelda thing.
I know, but it was cute.
We have a bunch of other stuff. I was gonna say
We have the Zelda shit.
the
actually.
little Peep poster I've had for
yeah.
like 4 years now. I forgot his name. Shout out to this photographer, but this photographer went to a little Peep concert, got all these photos, and he sent me a bunch of different variations of them, like smaller pictures, like bigger ones, and also a huge poster. I've never been able to display it, so it's like I would want to display this little Peep poster. It's like a really cool picture. And there's a bunch of other cool stuff. I can finally display my fucking Zelda collectible stuff. Oh, but
The
also
Z-heads.
the us getting away with the green screen also kind of goes in with us getting away with the whatchamacallit, the couch. I was gonna say like the couch, it blocks a lot of the background shit. You know what I mean? Like you can't see the background stuff anymore. So I think we're going to get rid of the piss couch. I think we're going to try to sell it. Or
luck to
if
whoever has it.
anyone in the chat that lives in LA wants the good old piss couch, you know, King Joel slept on this thing. Blasey, this is the couch that Blasey slept on. King Joel,
Yuriy multiple times.
me. Many a times. Riley, who else? Potlord farted on this couch. Pollard's fucking fart particles are still in this couch. Like, this is a historic couch, you know?
I feel like other people slept on this
Man,
too.
so many people slept on this couch. It's insane. We're going to get rid of this couch and get small chairs, like small little like comfortable leather chairs, so that you can actually see more of the background and shit like that. It'll make more space. But we're gonna give this shit away.
Should we do a giveaway?
I'm not shipping
Have
it.
to pick it up.
Yeah, you have to pick it up. I'm not taking it. Well, then they could like kind of like find our address and shit. I'll take it like
A couple of blocks.
I'll take it like 3 miles away or something like that, 2 miles away. But I'm not taking it any further past that, dude. I'm definitely not shipping this shit. Mando Vision said I'll pick it up. No, Mando can't have it. He's gonna be smelling this thing, bro.
Have fun smelling Lila's piss.
Realistically, someone can buy it and just smell your Tentalk spot.
That's gross.
That's been your Tentalk spot for like a year.
That's disgusting.
It has Riley's imprint in it at this point.
I don't know what to say to that.
It's a big imprint.
Shut up. No.
Oh, really, dude? One last one to wrap it up.
That one last one.
Yep.
Last call.
Last call. We've gone through all the topics I had listed, and then we went through all the PO box address shit. We went through all the other stuff we want to talk about. Guys, we will do an after show. I'm not sure about Riley said she's gonna cook steaks, but I am gonna do an after show. Hopefully Riley will join in like 10-15 minutes after we end the show. We're not gonna read it right now, but wait, what?
I was gonna say like a short after show.
Yeah, short after show. But also, guys, reminder, you know, I see the comments. I see the chat. I see the comments. I see people saying, Yuri, this murder mystery stream idea is going to be an L idea. Like, I don't want to watch it. I told the chat yesterday, like, I don't care. Like, I don't care about the negative comments about it right now. You can give me negative comments afterwards, criticizing what it was, you know, what it was or what it is. But I'm literally 99% sure that once we do this, people are going to be like,
This was amazing.
Do another one, because I'm super, super excited for this. The Traders or like this murder mystery stream that we're going to do. It's going to be so sick.
It's gonna be fun.
But I was telling the chat yesterday that like I'm not going to be in it. Originally the plan was for me to be in it, Riley and I, but then Riley said it makes more scenes for
that we're helping.
Yeah,
and
that we're
doing the behind the scenes,
making sure everything's like going right and shit like that. So I agree with that.
Plus, I know Yuri's gonna be like tripping the whole time, like if everything's working and stuff.
Yeah.
That's like so unrealistic.
Yeah, exactly. Unless we had like a crew, which would be so expensive. But what was I gonna say is oh yeah, I was thinking about being the host as well. Riley was saying like, oh, you should be the host. But after watching, you know, like a couple of seasons of The Traders now, the host has to have a poker face. Like the host has to be able to be like looking at the table and going like, you know, Bobby, Hank, Peggy, Riley, Pollard, Allie, what do you guys think? You know, like, and not like really like give it away. Like I feel like at some point I might be like, Pollard, Allie, you know, like I don't know, like I might like laugh or some shit like that. Like
I feel like you won't, but that's why I said I feel like Blake would be a good host.
Blake would be such a good host.
Because he's so theatrical.
Yes. Bro, Blake, you're right. If Blake is down, I have to try to ask him to be the host of this.
Or Lush. But we want Lush on the show as a participant.
Yeah, I feel like that would be cool. We need good liars though. Here's the thing is we're going to do an auditioning stream where we try to get some contestants for this, but the number one rule I've been realizing after watching the show to make it interesting for the audience is we need people that are able to play the game. You know what I mean? Like having a sore loser in there is like the biggest L. You know what I mean? Like having someone in there who's just like
No, but it is funny to see.
No, like a crash out's funny, right?
Yeah,
but I'm talking about like actually staying invested, you know, like into like the murder mystery instead of going like, bro, this is some bullshit,
we don't
dude.
want somebody like
I'm just gonna chill here and like do no. It's like, bro, like no, like actually be invested into the game. You know, like you have to be a part of the actual game. And also finding, like it sucks we're not gonna be able to have Riley in it, but like finding hyper emotional people, you know, who are gonna cry. You know what I mean? Like finding someone who's like, I'm
good liars.
I'm not the murderer. Why are you saying it's me? Like it's not me. Like finding people that will like be hyper emotional.
willing to invest, you know what I mean, into it, and then also not be like a sore loser.
Yeah.
Because you can't have it. Every traders a season we've watched, like sometimes the traders will double cross each other and they'll like vote another trader off so that they can keep all the bread for themselves.
Every time they do.
And yeah,
Usually.
almost every time they do that shit. And like the trader that gets eliminated, they never do the thing where they're like, well, Riley's a traitor too. I'm out of here.
They just let it be.
It's like, yeah, you have to be able to let it be. You have to be able to like
You can't ruin the game. for everybody.
get double crossed by someone that you could actually trust and be like, yo, I really trust Toke. Toke wouldn't do that to me. Then Toke double crosses me. I can be leaving and going like, yo, Toke's a traitor too. I'm out of here, and like just ruin the game. It's like, no, you can't be a sore loser type shit, which is hard.
It's just the game. You can't get played.
Oh my god. I'm excited for this.
Me too. The UK season is really, really good.
Yeah, the editing is ass though, bro.
For both US and UK.
No, the US is a little bit. The newer season's the best. The newer season, like, there's no.
they've been failing.
Oh really?
Remember when Parvati got out?
Oh, you're right. But like, dude, like in the editors need to get better, bro. Like they keep doing this thing where, as you're watching the show, they can't leak any information, right? But in some of the drama clips where they show people going, "Oh my god," like whatever it is, you see the context of the situation easily, and you're like, "Oh, that means Riley got eliminated." You know what I mean? Like by seeing that situation, and we've as we're watching the show, we're like, "Bro, you can already predict what's gonna happen by these little clues they give you." But the clues aren't supposed to actually give you a clue. They're supposed to just like entice you to watch.
Yeah.
I don't know. But the live stream idea is gonna be way different than the show. Like the show,
it'll be.
The show relies on like editing and like trying to hype up situations. The live aspect is you guys are gonna see people raw being liars. You know what I mean? Like the whole time. And then also the funniest part of the show, which is my favorite part, is like your whole goal is trying to find a person who's a traitor. You know, the person who's like the evil person, right? But it happens every single time where everyone focuses on like an innocent ass person. The season we're watching on UK right now, the first lady that got eliminated was missing an arm, and she was the lady that Riley and I were rooting for the most. Like every player, they join the game and they explain why they need the money, right? And this lady's like, "I'm missing me arm. I need like money for a new arm," you know, like. Well, they like have a UK accent, but like she said she's missing an arm and she needs the money for a new arm. You know what I mean? She's like, I desperately need a mechanical arm, and they voted her off because they're like, she's suspicious. I was like, that's so fucked because she's missing an arm. She's suspicious.
So annoying. Yeah, she was the first one off. I was like, are you kidding me? We thought she was gonna win. The way she was like talking in her confessionals. And
I was
stuff.
hoping she was gonna win so bad. I was like, she needs that arm, dude.
Y'all are fucked up. And they're like, oh my god, no, but it's just so funny when they go in on the innocent people.
Dude, that's
the innocent people are like, I don't know what you
exactly, guys. Like, it's like one thing to like kind of talk about putting yourself in that situation, and it's another thing to be in that situation where you're really sitting at a table. It's all gonna be strangers. No one's gonna know each other. It's all gonna be strangers that are gonna form friendships, form alliances during the 3-4 days. But at a certain point, like. You're going to have to be like, this person's sketch. You know what I mean? Like, and if everyone's saying you're sketch and you're not sketch at all, you know you're not sketch. But you're like, bro, what the you're like, why are you guys voting for me? You're like, what is this? Like, what's going on here? Like, I didn't do shit. It makes you emotional without even trying to be emotional, you know? It's gonna be funny, bro.
Because it's your ego too. You're like, I'm the one that everybody wants out.
Yeah,
that's fucked up. I thought we were friends.
I know, that's the thing too, is like you feel betrayed by the group. You're like,
because every time they're like, I could feel it, like everybody, you were avoiding me this morning, like,
because it turns into quiet. Like, it turns into the cool group real quick. It turns into like, who do we think is cool here, and who's the least cool, we're gonna eliminate them. But then you're like, bruh, I'm fucking innocent here, dude. Like, just because I'm not friends with everyone, you're gonna eliminate me? Like, I don't know. It gets so funny, dude. But either way, I'm super excited for that idea.
Me too.
What else was I gonna say?
I just want people in the chat to watch one season just to see how it'd be, because I think they'd get a better idea. I just doubt they're gonna download Peacock. I understand.
I did a late night stream last night, and I showed the chat like the table meeting
Oh,
where
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like telling the child, I'm like, bro, this is where it gets intense, because the whole day they're friends. The whole day you put like 10 people into a mansion together. They're having fun, eating biscuits, taking shots. They're like, haha, it's such a great time. And then at the end of the night, you have to vote for someone. And then, bro, you're literally kicking it with the group the whole day. You think that everyone's best friends, and then you sit down to like, Yuri, who do you vote for? And I'm like looking at these people that I was hanging out with all day. They're my, I consider cool and shit. I'm like, fuck, who do I have to vote for? And then depending on who you vote, they're literally gonna be like, Yuri, how the fuck? Why'd you do that to me, dude? Like, we were taking shots just 3 hours ago, and you're like, I have to vote for someone. I don't know. You seem suspicious.
Exactly.
It'll be funny, bro. If we add blasts to it, he's getting voted out immediately.
He would be good.
He's just naturally suspicious. he would be like a good traitor, like deflective person. Even like person who you think is a traitor but really isn't.
Too bad Joel's not here anymore.
Nah, Joel wouldn't want to participate.
I feel like he would.
Joel, like when I talk to Joel like about being on the podcast, he like seems like he's insecure about his like English. Like
yeah,
he's
I
like,
feel that.
he's like, I can't really participate in a podcast.
Maybe you
that-
could
like
get
that.
Ton.
Crazy
He'd be
Ton.
crazy. He'd get eliminated first.
Crazy Ton would be like, oh, how much is the winning pot? I'd be
Oh,
like
yeah.
1,000. He'd be like,
That's true.
he'd be like, bruh, I have a kick deal.
But he might do it. For the
I don't know.
lulz.
That would be funny. Crazy Ton, dude. Burger Planet. That'd be even hilarious, more funny. People were saying SJC.
He
but
would
no, we
get
can't.
kicked out. I feel like all these people would be funny to put in a house together and do this experiment with. Because I want to see who would get kicked out.
Because realistically, like, not only do you get the benefit of potentially trying to win the money in the end, you get the benefit of staying in this mansion. It's gonna be like a 9-bedroom house with like, and I was telling the chat, like when Riley and I were looking at 9-bedroom houses, if you're getting a 9-bedroom house, it's gonna have a pool, it's gonna have a tennis court, Riley and I looked at one 9-bedroom house that was designed like Star Wars. All the bedrooms were spaceships and shit like that. It was so weird. It was like, it looked like an escape room, but it was a house, but it was Star Wars like design. I don't know, but it was like affordable, not affordable, but like it was in the price range where I was just like, oh, that could happen.
Yeah.
But imagine like staying in the fucking, I don't know, the Millennial Falcon for
The orange spaceship on the wall.
I was like, bro, I was like, is this Michael Jackson's house? Like,
What the?
who designs their whole house to
What's
look
it
like a
called?
spaceship? Like,
Neverland
Yeah.
Ranch.
I was like, is this Neverland Ranch? Like, what the fuck is this, dude? It looks like a bunch of kids rooms, but it's a fucking mansion.
I think they were kids' rooms.
But it was like 9 kids rooms.
I know. Maybe it's a big ass family. Who knows?
The Brady Brunch, bro. It was the Brady Brunch's house. All right, yo, guys. Thank you so much for joining another episode of 10 Talks. We
We
appreciate
love
you
you.
guys. We love you. Couch giveaway coming soon. Once we get the seats. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Really, dude? I really wish you would talk while I take a shot.
I took a shot.
Because I specifically, like, I try to say something so you could continue talking, and then I take the shot, and then they just hear both of us going. It's like,
Sorry.
I always, like, hope you would say something while I'm drinking the shot.
My bad.
All right, either way. Appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for joining another episode of 10 Talks, episode 141. Wait, we got to do a smooth outro.
I felt left out. I had to take a shot too. So sorry.
Okay, sorry. But either way, babe, really, dude. Thank you guys so much for joining. If you guys can, please drop a like. We're so close to 2K subs as well. We're really
Ooh,
close.
Let's go.
Drop a like if you guys can.
Subscribe if you haven't already.
So we can hit 2K. Drop a comment as well, literally saying anything. Nicholas said, read my dono. I will read them during the after show. I kind of, in the beginning of the show, I shouted out your dono, but I'm not going to read the whole thing because it's just like rude to other people in the chat. It just hate speech. I don't know, but yo, thank you so much, Nicholas. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Appreciate you guys so much. I'm going to wrap up the pod right now, and we'll see you guys for the after show in like 10 minutes or something like that. But hold on. Let me get everything ready. All right. Peace, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Better hurry, spark it up with no worries. Harmonious gang with the big bro Yuriy. Hyphy, get lit just like me. Big bossed up. chop it up with Riley. You better come with it to kick rocks, cause you now tuned in to 10 Talks. Now let's get lifted and take a shot, you are now tuned in.